Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, RFC Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Ibrox, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our t-shirts by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. That includes some transfer news, not this time in regards to an incoming, but an outgoing. We'll cover that a bit later on. But first, Rangers have just announced on their website that they will be doing an evening with Jermaine Defoe and Chris Boyd on Friday the 30th of August. So yeah, there you go. There is going to be an evening with Chris Boyd and Jermaine Defoe. So that's just been announced this morning. I don't know when tickets are available, but yeah, you can go see that. I think that's just before the Old Firm. Smart move, because it was after the Old Firm, no one would be going. But keeping on this subject of Chris Boyd believes that Rangers are behind the 8 ball in the title race with Celtic before a ball has even been kicked. The former Rangers striker has taken aim at his old club over the delays to the construction work being carried out at Ibrox. It is widely expected that the works will not be finished in time for the start of the Scottish Premiership season in August, and so Ibrox Chiefs will need to work hard to find Philippe Clement and his players a temporary home to fulfil home matches in the meantime. Boyd reckons it could be October before Rangers finally get to play proper home matches in their own stadium again. He insists it simply isn't good enough, and the supporters who are part of that hard-earned every year need proper answers. He said, "We deserve better. Rangers fans have unveiled banners with those words a few times at Ibrox in recent years. Nobody can blame them if they do the same again in the coming months." And that's if Ibrox is able to host the game anytime soon. There are only 36 days until the start of the season, and we still don't know where Rangers will be playing their home fixtures in the early weeks of the campaign, or months going by the average delay to any kind of building work. With so many season-defining games coming up, it's a crazy situation to get yourself into. Rangers fans in their tens of thousands have parted with their hard-earned cash to buy season tickets for the 2024-2025 campaign. Not that it makes them up any more important, but there are also supporters who have bought hospitality packages for Ibrox at increased costs. And if Rangers relocate to Murrayfield or Hampden temporarily, where does it leave them? None of these fans have been given an answer on where they will be watching their team. Rangers could be 5 or 6 home games in before punters get to see them at Ibrox. As those banners have stated in the past, the fans deserve better. Rangers have claimed the hold-up is down to delays with steel coming in from Asia. Apparently a project manager has already carried out that can be relieved of his duties. I'm sorry, these excuses don't wash. It's nowhere near good enough. This whole situation needs to be addressed properly by Rangers. The club's bosses were vocal last season about the state of Dundee's pitch after multiple postponements, and rightly so. But I bet Den's chief John Nelms is thinking to himself now, at least we have a stadium to play in. It's crazy that Rangers have got themselves into this mess. I find it hard to believe, really. Listen, these Ibrox upgrades have been planned for a while, and I'm all for making sure every supporter gets the best possible experience of watching their team, but it was really a wise decision to embark on the work this summer. The timing is always going to be tight with a new season coming around so quickly. Surely Rangers should only have started work on the stand with a guarantee it would be finished by the time for August. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's touching October before Ibrox is available. My old club has dropped the ball big time on this, and you wonder just how damaging it could be for them. In terms of the title race, Rangers are already behind the 8 ball before a game has even been played. So Chris Boyd, of course, venting his frustration with regards to Rangers and the way that this stadium has gone on. And yeah, I mean, I've gave you my opinion on it, and I'm not really gonna to say too much with regards to it. It does, of course, does stick us behind the 8 ball ever so slightly, not playing in a home game, especially with loads of new players coming in to get that Ibrox experience, and not having that home advantage. But it is what it is. Now, moving on to sort of transfer news, guys. Philippe Clement has came out in an interview recently and stated to Rangers fans that experienced players are very much going to be on the way. In an interview with Rangers TV, he said, "We had 5 players going out of the club at the end of their contracts and we didn't get any money in. We lost 5 players, but for the moment it was easier to get the young players in. But there will be a lot of experience coming into the building as we all need a good balance in the squad of both. It was important to find these young talents, and I think we've found some really exciting exciting ones for the future of this club. They're ready to play some minutes in the beginning, but certainly in the next couple of years. Asked if the aforementioned young guns are long-term projects, he responded, yes, and it's something that has not been done in the last couple of years, to develop young players and sell them for a better price, so a lot of players are left for free, and that costs the club a lot of money. In that way, we need to get better trading model. I think the recruitment team have found a few really interesting talents for the future of this club. So yeah, in terms of the experience, I know a lot of you guys have been very vocal in the comment section talking about experience, but the manager has rest assured basically came out and stated that experience is coming. And as I keep on saying, most of the transfer market and most of the transfer business for all of the teams in Europe will be done after the European and Copa America tournaments. And as you know, it's like a food chain in football in terms of people buy players, sell players, and it will just all trickle down the sort of pyramid system. So yeah, that would probably be the case. But after the Euros and after the Copa America, to be fair, the international window doesn't open until tomorrow. So that's when we'll start to see some more business being conducted. Now, whilst most of those businesses and the exciting stuff with regards to the football club is on the incoming front, equally there's going to be players leaving the door. Now, a lot of you guys have vocalised and want James Tavernier to leave and want Connor Goldson to leave, but one man who was close to leaving last year is Scott Wright, and reports are stating in the Scottish and national media today that Sheffield Wednesday are set for talks over a potential transfer. Of course, Sheffield Wednesday stayed up with the skin of their teeth in the England second tier and are expected to try and strengthen, and reports are stating down there that they have eyed Scott Wright as a potential candidate. Of course, as stated, Scott Wright was close to leaving last year to Turkey. He was at the airport, I remember an interview happening, but didn't go and then ended up staying. Played a bit part role again with Rangers, and to be fair, is probably going to be chasing first team football. He's not going to be getting out at Rangers, and yeah, I mean if we can get a couple of quid for him as well, it'd be quite good. But yeah, Scott Wright's been a decent player, a decent servant for this team, but obviously we'll want to be moving into a different direction and be getting better players going forward. So that's the latest news with regards to that. Scott Wright could be on his way down south. Talks could begin fairly soon, being reported in national and Scottish media. So yeah, one to keep an eye on. But yeah, we still got to try and get rid of some of these players and get some other new faces through the door. But Rangers fans, that's all I've really got for you guys today. Do let me know your thoughts on the whole stadium delays. Let me know your thoughts on the experienced players, which position is the most important for the experienced players you think Rangers need to bolster, and then of course do let me know your thoughts on Scott Wright down there in the old comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, do check out our brand new summer collection. The drop is available on our website, link is down in the description, or rscclothing.com. Thank you guys, I'll see you next time. Take care.